My putter and I had a good moment today. 2 hours of practice after my round. I just stared at it. Cross-eyed on the sweet spot. And I saw its center, which was not where I thought its center actually was, because I had been using the actual shaft of the center shafted putter as the center, but it's not in the center. It's just before the center. It was such a bad round today. I played with the same ball. I don't know. I should get the stats on it here. Let me think. I started with a birdie, fairway green, and fairway missed the green, bogey. Might have been a double. But the crazy part was, the group I was with, we were playing really fast, and they just kept hitting my ball back to me. So even though I was putting poorly, I'll never know what I actually shot. So I didn't even post. It's so weird. I told them, put it for my handicap. And no fairway. I should just tally this down. I'll never be able to remember it.
PGA Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're in the great state of Texas for the opening round of the Valero Texas Open. Let's get boot scooting. G'day mates, I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course bringing us all the action. This week is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Rich, these TPC series of courses are spectacular in their own right. Some really stern tests, but probably none harder than TPC San Antonio.
I don't think it is.
It is, and the thing that makes it probably tougher than anything is that the golf course is probably designed to play firm and fast, because that's what it does most of the
I can't even remember.
Overseeded rough, overseeded fairways, the golf ball slows down, and then you get some unkind winds throughout the day, especially when it blows out of the north. It gets a little bit cold, golf ball goes nowhere. So this golf course turns into about $8,000 of just joyous pain. It's just, it's angry. There's very few shots out there that you feel super comfortable on. You know, even the drivable 17th hole where you think, finally, I've got a hole I can take advantage of, there's danger lurking everywhere. So it's just a golf course. You have to keep the ball in play off the tee no matter what. You get off the fairways, you're making double digits, making a 16 like a player did years and years ago. It's a hard golf course, and usually with tough conditions.
Third one.
We head down to the first hole. And now as we focus on our featured group, it's worth noting that the rivalry has been brewing a little bit between our featured player and Tony Finau.
Slow.
Henny, is this a tall tale? Certainly they wouldn't take on Finau. He's one of the fiercest competitors in the game.
Luke, he is, and you have to look up to him, up to the heavens as you're standing, going up against him on the first tee. It's going to be quite the sight. I just don't know how they're going to manage it.
Well, thanks, Henny. Our featured players certainly have their work
Hit
cut
a
out for them, taking on Tony
to
Finau.
bunker, almost
Looking forward to see
parted,
how it all plays out.
but I can't make a putt.
TPC San Antonio, Rich, is one of the stern tests on the PGA Tour, and you get an examination right out of the gates.
Second shot on this golf course, Luke, is one of the most difficult on this golf course. A deep bunker out to the right. The green runs away on the right-hand side. A tiny target for sure with the second shots.
That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted.
Should have
Always
hit
nice to have a birdie putt.
fairway, but it rolled through because it was a massive drive. I can't believe I ended up short even after I clubbed up.
That's disappointing. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich.
Golden opportunity to take the lead, gone by the wayside there,
And I
Luke.
rolled through
He
the
finds himself
fairway.
at the top of the
Luckily I didn't
leaderboard.
go in the creek.
Let's head across to the second, which is a par 5, but
I
a
hit
long
it
one
within
stretching over
about
600 yards.
3 feet.
Straight away for
Missed
the
the
most part, but
putt.
there's a lot of danger both right
That's
and
4.
left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side
Into
shouldn't
the
really
bunker.
cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
Bit untidy, wasn't it? Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
This is a really interesting green. Oh, I see. So that's the flag. Dang it. Missed it all. Oh no.
Choosing the 9-iron here. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. And he needs this to save par. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Currently at +1 for the day.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Rich, let's head to the par 3 third first of our
It's so funny that you said I
Really
shot an
hope
80
that the
today.
wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Setting up miles from the hole. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
I think this is going to move pretty hard
Look at
left
that.
to right.
Wow.
Eight feet to the cup.
A good look at par here.
Nope.
So close. It's just about 3 feet away. Down it goes, but that's back-to-back bogeys. Time to lift.
And making one bad mistake
Hey,
with another,
fairway
compounding it,
on that
not
one.
good.
And that
And
will
we got the
tips
green
you over now for the
regulation.
tournament.
Not much happening, moving
Another
down the
green
leaderboard. Never a
regulation.
good sign.
And another green regulation. That's awful.
Could not be more perfect.
Fairway and regulation was abysmal. Been averaging 70% today, average.
That makes its way to the first cut.
16, 25%. Regrip my driver. So hopefully that helps. It was only a standard before. I was getting a lot out of it, but there was 2 misses. It was pushing and it was hooking. It only made sense. Didn't feel loose. It was, nice tour velvet. And I was like doing practice swings later in the garage, and I was like really focused on it. Just grip pressure. Had a little leeway, so.
As soon as that left the club, you knew it was going left.
Yeah, the wind
2
didn't take
over
it
for
at
the
all.
day. Well, that was a decently played hole, but unfortunately going to have to write down a bogey. It was pretty straightforward. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The 5th is one of the shorter par 4s on the property, right on 400 yards.
Players must make a decision whether to go for it or lay up short of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. This green is perched above the players ever so slightly, and there's a spine running right through the center of it with a low area on the left-hand side. No matter whether you go for it or you lay up, this is a wonderful birdie opportunity.
Yeah, even greens in regulation was only 42% today.
John, you've got a good view from down there. What's the lie like?
Yeah, they are deep down into this bunker. Should be interesting to see how they escape this one.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. He's had a tough time of it on the greens here today. Hopefully all that'll change right here.
To keep the round going. This is a par save.
John, have you got a read on this one?
I think this one's moving right to left.
Yeah, and a bit of frustration starting to set in as the par just misses the hole. And in it goes. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding
Really
the
nice
bunker down the
part about
right-hand
today,
side. From there, second shot is up the hill to a
even
green
though
that
I was
runs
playing
away from the players
poorly,
ever so slightly, but still going in
I
with a
wasn't
short
offered
iron
a
into this par
single
four,
piece
birdie
of
is definitely
unsolicited
makeable.
advice. It was great.
That's not the shot he was hoping for. Coming off a streak of 4 bogeys.
That is not proper beach attire, is it, Luke?
Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. Time now for the 4th shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Wow, what a save.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
Yeah, Seve would be envious of this one. What a chip in.
Currently at 4 over for the day.
It was good. None of us offered anybody advice. There's brand new guy.
7th Ridge has this big.
Never had him in a group
sits right
before.
in the front center of the green.
And it's a triple tier.
He wasn't
green
playing
as
very well, but
Luke. It shares it with the 3rd hole.
just let him play
Anything that is
bad.
out to the right will be fine, although you'll be in a low area. It will be difficult to get it super close. But yes, you must avoid the bunker on the left-hand side. It is cavernous, as you say.
And that was a bit of a misfire.
And another missed green in regulation. My, oh my, this has been a long day.
I don't think it's gonna make it.
Watch this thing turn. Just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
Down she goes. Let's head to the next. And he'll drop down the leaderboard after that effort. On the tee now, the par 5 8th hole.
Oh, Luke, that was a stonker there.
This is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff.
No, this is like hitting it into a head of cabbage. I mean, it literally is just awful.
That worked out. Go little ball.
Lovely effort, that. It's just a tad offline, that one. Headed towards the left. Close to the surface here, and the green side rough. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one. And he needs this to save par.
It's a short one, but it does move to the right.
Okay, let's head to the next. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. The closing hole on this front 9 at TPC San Antonio is a strong par 4. Midway with there. Down to Henny now, and how does this player's lie look?
He's really going to have to hack away at this. It's nasty.
That one doesn't look like it jumped out of the rough. Nicely done. Just needs this one to kick right. And he's safely on the green. Chance to change his fortunes on the green. This would be a good one to make.
This is huge for momentum. Got to try and hold this. This for par.
Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
That's about a 24-foot putt, I'd say.
One of the crazier things that happened today as far as the playing group was everybody learned how to putt. The 2 guys several rounds ago couldn't make a putt. Now they're making everything. So they're on it now.
They're going to like the look of this one. That's in the circle of friendship. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. The leader of this tournament is Rose Zhang, playing very nicely. As players make the turn, they find themselves on the tee at the 10th.
Generous driving area on this downhill par 4 that doglegs slightly from left to right. Second shot will be back up the hill to a green that's well protected by 3 bunkers. This is a good birdie opportunity if you find the fairway.
Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie. That's the common mistake, hitting it out to the left. Lining up from the sand now. There's some work to be done here, onto the green, but a long way from the hole. Now, this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits. And he's down there. You got a read?
This looks like it's going to go left.
Oh, that looked like a confident stroke. Just a short putt remaining here. And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard. Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots, as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
Guy that keeps asking me for matches. He actually brought up the fact that he plays old guy golf today. He said it the first time we ever played together, and said it a couple times, but he always plays preferred lies. Right? Kicks around his ball wherever he wants it. I don't know. I really don't want to play him in matches like that. He says we have good matches, but I don't know. It's just the integrity of it all is ruined, and I'm giving him distance on the tees, and it's not very fun. Don't even look me in the face, too. Really weird attitude while we're playing. It's not very friendly.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Starts off looking good.
I just have fun playing golf. That's what I've been thinking all day.
Slower going up the hill than
I
what
don't need
this
to
player
have
read.
a match with him.
And just a little bit of work was all that was needed to finish up there. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Reached this par 4 12th and really challenging, especially around the green.
This tee shot is underrated in difficulty-wise. This is not an easy tee shot as this fairway pitches from left to right. You want to skirt the bunker down the left-hand side as best possible to find the fairway. Second shot from there goes straight uphill and surrounded by 2 of the deepest bunkers on the golf course. As they say, Luke, everything is bigger in Texas, and these bunkers are proof of that.
A birdie putt awaits. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
If this goes in, this is going to be putt of the century. This is
It's
huge.
a pretty crazy putt.
And a relatively good putt from that distance.
5 feet coming up to the cup. Trailing by 7 after that hole. 13's a long par 3 measuring 245 yards, Rich, but it is playing downhill.
Played a really good
Downhill
knockdown shot
to a
today.
Sliver of a green, however.
Wind
Anything
started
missed
to
out
howl
the
right
will leave a
about the
very
end of our round.
challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well
Put it
above
to within about
come
5
up
feet
short,
and missed
those
my putt.
bunkers, yeah, that's no bargain either. But 3 here, well, you done good.
Going with the hybrid. Second shot here on the 13th hole.
Gosh, I really had it the last couple days. I can't hit a straight shot today.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. Okay, safely on the surface, a chance for a putt to be holed here. And this one is for bogey. Time to make a putt here. This one's for double. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. What do you think of the 14th, Rich? A par 5, 575 yards.
This is a really good par 5 here, Luke. Tee shot wants to favor the right-hand side of the fairway, if at all possible, shortening the hole some 20 yards. Second shot must avoid those fairway bunkers down the right and on the left-hand side. A narrow opening to this green should players go for it in 2.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going for it in 2.
using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
John, have you got a good read on this one?
It's moving up the hill to the left. Let's see what happens.
That's a nice putt. He'll take that. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Looking for his first birdie of the day. Currently at +8 for the day.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
Ah, absolutely flushed.
Oh, man. How the time flies.
Here is his 4th.
Went
We
straight
know
down.
it's going to be Monday.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
Yeah, it's getting a little better.
This putt from around 18 feet.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
Getting that flicky motion down instead of ramming my controller into the side of my thumb pad.
It's disappointing. It failed to reach the cup. He's looking to hold this now for a double bogey. Currently +10 now for the day. As we find ourselves at the 16th, a par 3. Great entertainment here, Rich, especially with the centre bunker.
Love this hole. Probably my favorite one on the golf course, even with that bunker in the middle. The back portion of this green actually is an amphitheater, so anything missing a little bit long on both sides should wander back onto the green.
Neat. Oh, God.
This one headed left in a hurry.
Time for the second shot at the 16th.
What was that? I don't have. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't have a real steep swing, so I was just thinking, like, oh, I should just play this like when I really play.
This line doesn't look too tough, just in the first cut, right by the green. Seven feet to the cup. Ooh. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. As we head to the next, our leader is ahead by 2. The 17th is certainly a fun hole. The question really is, should players go for it or lay up?
Depending on where they put the tee box, Luke, most players should be going for this green. Anything just short and left could find that deep bunker fronting a green, but to be fair, that's not a bad miss. The one you want to avoid at all costs is the one on the right-hand side, because nobody, not even professionals, like a 60-yard bunker shot.
Yeah, this is lovely.
That'll work. Pin high. This putt was about 8 feet.
If he holds this, he'll tie with Tony.
Well, would have been nice to get the birdie, but a par never hurts. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Currently 12 over for the day. Reached the finishing hole here at TPC San Antonio. Very famous with that creek meandering up through the last half of it. Yeah, it's a great par 5.
Only the bravest of the brave will be going for this green in 2. Just a tee shot down the left-hand side and a layup, a difficult one at that, up the right-hand side. You must avoid the bunkers and the water with your second. Third shot past the creek to a green that sits above you that has 3 distinct tiers on it. Getting it close here requires a deft touch.
Not bad. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This has got loads of movement right to left, this one.
And the putt drops for birdie.
Yay. I don't know what happened there. I couldn't. I don't know. I'm just giving what I'm getting.
So the opening round in the books, Rich. Impressed with your efforts here in the booth. Thanks for your time.
Same you, Luke. Same here. Looking forward to the next 3 rounds.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
That was medium slow. Right. What up, Luca? Yeah, the 2K. I also have EA Sports. I don't know. Do you like golf? Gives me food for thought as far as my actual golf swing goes. It's challenging as far as a video game goes. I feel like I need a new controller.
PGA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Time now for round 2 of the Valero Texas Open from TPC San Antonio.
I feel like
everyone.
2K emphasizes precision,
and as we check on the position of
thumbstick
player,
control,
it's going to be an interesting day to see
whereas the EA Sports version emphasizes like a golfing experience. So if you're not really a golfer and you're not worried about
every player out there today
playing well.
grinding it out to make this cut.
Like EA Sports, is, even on their most difficult difficulty, is actually a pretty easy game, and it actually helps you with your golf too. 2K Sports is like super competitive, and when it comes to like online play, and there's some of these guys that are in Platinum League are amazing.
Okay, let's see if this one sets the tone for the round today. Second shot here on the first. He's hit that one well. Will it get there? We'll look at a birdie here. Sitting at 10 over for the event. The second is a par 5.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
John, what does his lie look like down there?
This one's first cut, and not too deep into that first cut either. This might not be all that bad.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Rich talking about my big muscles, and that's talking about all my muscles. I gotta find that episode where Rich Beam is like the undercover driving range pro. Such a good one. I wish he would have recorded a whole entire voice track just as that character. The low sling and draw.
Oh, that's a good line.
Looking good.
Wow, what a putt.
Shooter?
Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Here we have it. Trying to feed off the eagle and build on that momentum here.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par.
It's going to hit off the pin.
And a par putt awaits him. The putt drops, and we're moving on. And now onto the par 4 fourth hole.
No.
Not a good result there.
Yeah, it's a pretty good game. And the graphics are enough where it doesn't like make my computer overheat. like, I don't know if I've tried to put it in 4K or anything. I feel like the graphics reset or something happened. I should check it out, see if I can max him out. Yeah, I don't have him very high. Huh. What's that? Yeah, it won't reset. It's too bad. That's too bad.
Going with the 7. Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. Found the green side rough. Still, not a bad spot. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
Yeah, he's looking at a bogey putt here.
Just a short putt remaining here. And that sees him drop down the standings a little bit.
Luke Elvey's disappointment is palpable. Very well done.
So as we move to the 5th, it's a par
Almost
4.
like
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
almost like it really mattered, you know, really gets you into the whole environment. So if you want to be suckered into that, like, you know, like this actually really is a tournament kind of thing, because you totally hear commentary while you're playing golf, and this is it. This is setting you up for that. You should just turn them off.
Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Setting up on the bunker here.
You do learn new stuff. They tell you interesting stories about when Rich got hole-in-ones at certain courses, and long-winded stories about celebrities or whatever. And then Henny always tries to say something like right when you're about to hit. Oh, I did hear a Golf Channel announcer use the word tiddler today. I think someone warned her, like her, producer or something. In America, can't say that. Especially not in Utah. You can't say the word tiddler in Utah. Ban you for life. I'm still amazed. I had no idea Tony Finau has like 6 kids, 7 kids. He's averaging like a kid every couple of years of his adult life. Still haven't heard anything on how his court case is going. But I imagine that's going to be his defense. Just going to be like, Your Honor, I have too many kids. There's no way I can afford this many kids unless I do not repay my debts. Oh, that had a chance. It's pretty realistic as far as the reactions of the crowd, but you can't actually hit anybody. In EA Sports, you can hit people. I aim at the cameraman sometimes during matches, especially when I'm with like, what's his name? Larry Fishman. Whenever I play, Larry Fishman's one of the best players. We were neck and neck, number one for a long time. And then I just stopped playing. And then he just spent like all of his money to experience his character, and now he's hitting like 500-yard drives. So every time I play Larry Fishman, I just intentionally aim at cameramen. I don't know. And he never joins me. I try to hit trick shots off the camera towers and all kinds of stuff, and he just plays his game. He's probably not even a real person. It's probably just an EA account that they made. And like, basically paid themselves to have, like, this is what you can do if you pay us hundreds of dollars. You can also hit the ball 500 yards in a video game. No spin. Ooh. Nope. No, false front. I didn't even know there was a false front. I just saw a pin and I attacked it. Oh, come on. I should design a course. There's currently a contest in Argentina for designing a course. You can win like $6,000. It's only one hole. You only have to design one hole. I like art. It'd be fun. Too much. Wiki greens. Bunker. Oh no. I could tell my stance was weird. I didn't know what was going on. Who was that? Makes you want to watch South Park. This is a more pleasant experience without the commentary. It's very nice. That's one thing I miss about golf coverage. A lot of the old DP World Tour announcers, if they didn't have anything to say, they would just, chill and just be a nice calm experience of watching golf. But now you just have like guys that just trash talk everybody on the course, and it's nonstop banter. I just mute it most of the time. Every once in a while you get a good crew, and I don't get to watch enough of the DP World Tour stuff, but they have the best commentary. Whoop. There's one really endearing thing someone said today. It was in response to a drive I had. I hit a little draw. Probably had like 220 to the green. On a par 5. It was a good draw. And someone said, "Oh, good. You're something about you're only as good as your best misses." And then, it was fine. It was just barely drew into left-hand rough. And then the new gentleman said, "I got a good missus back home." and it was the most endearing comment. It was like, I said something along the lines of that it was so nice that we could remember the best women in our life through the worst golf shots we have. That was special. A triple and an eagle, all in the same round. I hope we didn't make the cut. I'll go to bed. I'll make a course next time. Go to the driving range tomorrow. Finished up, just re-gripped my 3-wood. My utility wood, which is like a 3 hybrid, and my driver. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I didn't make the cut. I'll have to play this course again. Whew.